can get this thing started.
You're gonna be like, I'm tired. I need to go to bed.
Yeah, it's already 8:30.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Stretch it out.
I can't look that way too far today.
How's your finger?
It's growing back. I actually typed with it
It's
today.
growing back. Are
It
you a
still hurts
reptile?
kinda. Huh?
Are you a reptile?
No.
It's like a starfish. Starfish do that too, don't?
It's
I
still
think so.
flat.
Ugh.
Have you heard about the
that's
that it's
fine.
so cold in Florida that the iguanas' temperatures are dropping and they're just falling out of trees?
I'm dying.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you heard about the East Coast being hit with
Yeah.
scooted over.
It's a way to focus on the iguana.
Well,
I've seen it said that it was going to be 15 degrees today, which was 60 degrees higher than it was like 2 days ago.
Wow.
fuck that. And
No
we're like,
thanks.
it started to rain today a little bit.
Like, oh no,
We
it's
can hit with a
raining.
big storm. Tomorrow. I see. I went to.
You mean a 24-hour storm?
Is it supposed to be
I
like...
went to weather.com looking forecast. It said lose alert, like warning,
There's a
California.
wind.
Yeah.
Advisory. That was raining up north last week.
Great.
It's going to be fine.
You know what? I thought I'd feel... nobody wants to hear about my work.
Why not? We all complain about work.
Yeah, but I don't like being specific because I don't like...
What if you spit out?
I won't. Like, last time the wind hit real bad, like I got... You ever seen like the mini, like little tornadoes that you'll see in the road and something? I hit a dirt storm and I thought I was going to sway because I'm a big box truck. But I think because it weighs so much, I didn't feel it at all.
That's funny.
So I was like, all right. So this isn't so bad.
Yeah, I got to fare the 52 on the way to work tomorrow. That'll be fun.
Be careful.
I'll be fine. I'm leaving well enough time to make it by 8:30.
6?
Well, I'll drop them off at 6:30 and then I'll just head straight into the office. So hopefully an hour and 45 minutes will be enough time.
You would hope so.
Yeah.
Even if I don't, what am I going to do? I don't have any calls tomorrow.
You're not talking loud enough. Hello, and welcome to this week's episode. Yeah. This week's episode of
You
9 to
gotta
5
post the last one
Nerds.
first.
Yeah. It's not posted yet. It's done.
What can I say? Who am I to judge?
Yeah. No, but it's done being edited, so she's gonna tag the Christmas episode on the end of it. We'll post it right after we're done recording this.
It came out okay?
Yeah. The movie one did. I had to cut a lot because there was a lot of us thinking about movie ratings and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's gonna end up being like an hour and 40-minute episode
Jesus.
think it was
between the
longer than
combination.
that.
Yeah.
Between the combination. Oh, you already did?
Yeah, I already added everything together.
Well, welcome to this week's episode of 9 to 5 Nerds with Robert Swathwood, Corey Urkel,
Hey.
and executive producer Katrina Swathwood.
Hello. Oh, you're right. 129.
So no guests this week.
I'm thinking about it.
Wah, wah.
I only found out today, even though I think it was news, like, end of
A year
November, that your showrunner's not on American Gods no more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Brian
really old
Fuller.
news.
I hadn't heard that.
Second with that, Gillian Anderson isn't coming back
That's
either.
what I read today.
Yes! I didn't like her as media, so that's okay.
You didn't like her as Bowie? And who else?
That was
I thought she was
fine.
good. Lucille
Yeah.
Ball.
That
And
was
then-
fine. I didn't like how they portrayed that, so...
And then the article went on to say, who was it not coming back? Maybe.
Ricky Whittle.
Easter.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I heard
Kristen
that.
Chenoweth, whatever her name is?
iffy.
I heard that Ricky, the guy that plays Shadow, might be up for the role of Green Lantern.
That's interesting. Is there not Hal Jordan?
I don't know which one.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's several of them, but I heard he might be up for that role. So
That's cool. I don't know if I told you, because I watched the CW show The 100.
yeah,
Did I tell you he was in that?
no.
He was like a main up until... I don't know
But
if I
you
watched...
knew that.
At one point, but I mean not.
You knew that?
When
Well,
I looked at his
when you're
IMDb
looking- yeah.
profile, I'm sure.
Okay, you
What has he been in
glazed
for?
right past
Yeah.
it, but
We've never watched it.
he was like a local on the planet when people came to Earth, and he was friendly toward, but he was pretty badass in it.
Better than he was in American Gods.
Yeah, because I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I don't sit like thinking about it now. American Gods wasn't my favorite show. Like,
She didn't like it,
I didn't like it.
which is funny because while we were watching it, she liked it.
yeah,
I didn't like certain parts about it.
I think as it weighed on, like a couple episodes were I really liked, like the whole flashback with what's her name? I don't know her character. name.
Essie McGowan? Or not McGowan. Essie and
No,
Matt Sweeney.
I don't want Essie, but
Oh.
the girl who died.
Laura Moon?
Yeah, her whole episode. I remember liking that. When she was stitching herself together.
Any scene with her and Mad Sweeney was really good as well.
Yes.
They were really good.
Yeah, but no flashback between them was good, I don't think. Was there?
Well, there was
The Irish story.
the Irish story.
But I'm not thinking that was... Oh,
And then any scene with Mr. Wednesday.
Yes.
I mean, Ian McShane was really good.
so the
Trent Dog
showrunners
was good.
left because they couldn't get a budget. Or
Really?
A bigger
Is that
budget.
what it was?
That's what it said in the IGN article. Is
I didn't read
right
it.
now, it currently sat, each episode was going to cost $10 million, but they wanted...
That's a lot.
I thought so, but I don't know how much it is. Like,
Isn't that Game of Thrones budget?
what does Game of Thrones get, you know?
I thought, but Game of Thrones before maybe this last season, because they're a little more expensive now, was about $10 million an episode.
They use a lot of CGI. He used a lot of CGI in his creations. Because look at Hannibal. All the blood and...
That's not. I mean, but that doesn't seem like it would be super
You don't think
expensive
so?
as opposed to like creating people out of nothing.
Or were they trying to reel in more actors that were more...
I don't know. I really don't know. Are you looking up how much Game of
Yeah.
Thrones?
They would throw like maybe 25 or 30 million towards an episode for Game of Thrones.
Maybe now, but not.
When they were
Initially.
starting. Well, like when we were talking about this the other day, Rome. That show was super expensive.
It wasn't more expensive than Game of Thrones.
No, but for the time and when they were making it and how much money they were putting towards it.
I read a list of shows and what they cost per episode and stuff. Did you find it, Corey?
He's struggling.
Said, that's the whole article, but the last season cost $90 million.
And there were 7 episodes.
So the last one will cost $90 million, yeah.
Wait.
The new one is going to come out.
For 6 episodes.
Whatever it's going to be.
It's going to be 6.
So do the math on that, and that's $15 million a piece, maybe.
Friends cost $10 million an episode.
And what's weird about that, like that, they made a lot of episodes.
Well, that's towards the end. They cost $10 million. It's because $6 million of it went to the actors per episode. So
But how many episodes did they make in the last season?
23 probably.
God, that's a lot of fucking money.
I read a thing that said that Lisa Kudrow was the one that kind of took the lead and said, because I guess they were making $23,000 an episode for the first season, and then Schwimmer and Aniston got bumped up to 40 for the second season, but everybody else made 23. And then Lisa Kudrow came in and said, we're going to negotiate together because we'll get more money if we collectively bargain than if we
all or
individually.
nothing. So they can't write off one character.
Like a union.
Yeah.
They would kick Phoebe off first, that's why. They would replace her.
She was the oldest out of all of them.
I believe that.
I read a thing yesterday that said even though David Schwimmer is her older brother, she's 2 years older than him and 5 years older than Matthew Perry. Courtney Cox.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So I found that interesting. We're not just going to do Friends trivia this whole episode because
We promise.
I read like 2.5 pages of Friends trivia yesterday.
This article, other noteworthy thing, it said Westworld pilot cost $25 million, supposedly.
Wow.
I never seen it.
Well, I know that Rome, like she was saying, Rome on HBO cost a lot, and that's why they didn't keep the episode
That
going.
was like 12 years ago. Easy.
Oh, HBO, Rome, and Game of Thrones both cost $10 million per episode. Rome was canceled after 2 seasons because it was so expensive.
That was so good.
That was a really good show. You probably didn't watch that, did you?
No.
Oh, it was really good.
I've never seen a minute of it, to be honest.
It's got the production value of Game of Thrones. I mean, it was massive, and I think that's why they canceled it, because production
Their
was
sets
so
were
much.
huge.
Yeah.
And tore him down.
Trying to capitalize off Gladiator. That was a good movie.
Gladiator was a great movie. I love that movie. You know, Mel Gibson was the one that was wanted for that role, not
Russell Crowe?
Russell Crowe.
Was Russell Crowe nobody back then?
I don't think he was nobody, but I don't think he was at that point.
Was that a breakout role for him?
Probably. L.A. Confidential was before that, right? think he
Probably.
was
I
in
never
that.
saw it. But I know what it is.
I saw it when I was younger, and it just didn't...
It was an underground, wasn't it?
I don't know. It had a lot of... Well, maybe they're big name actors now, but they weren't then. So I told you to watch Bright,
Yeah.
and you watched Bright.
Yeah.
What did you think of Bright? I'm going to say Bright like 3 more times.
Bright.
Bright with the
Brat.
$90 million budget.
Oh, shit, was it?
Yeah.
So, coming off the directorial, the guy who did
Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad
And End of Watch.
with... Yeah, which I've heard good things about
Yeah, I
End of
haven't
Watch.
seen it.
Because this is End of Watch set in a fantasy world 2,000 years after medieval days.
Yeah.
So this could have been... It's funny, because Lord of the Rings I'm reading some like criticism was like the biggest flaw is after 2,000 years of Sauron being gone, technology didn't evolve at all. But 2,000 years of us is like going from no technology to where we're at now. So I was like, I thought it was cool they referenced 2,000 years ago the Dark Lord was around. And that could have actually been, for all we know, Sauron or...
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been set in any fantasy universe.
You know, Bright 2 was already greenlit, right?
I hadn't known that.
Now you know.
I'm not disappointed. I thought the movie was only okay.
Cool world, though, right?
Some cool stuff. I wasn't hooked or into it at any given point in time. I'm the whole time just like, okay, well that's cool. That's cool.
So last episode we talked about Split and how hyped up it was for me and how I liked the movie, but I wasn't as into it as a lot of people because it was hyped up so much for me.
Yeah.
This is the exact opposite. Like, I heard that it was one of the worst movies ever.
Really?
Yeah, I read some reviews and said it was just god awful.
Really? Because I read 0 on it, so I knew shit. Go ahead.
So you went in not knowing anything and thinking it was okay.
And that's why I walked out.
Yeah. So I went in thinking it was going to be terrible, but to put a little perspective on it, have you ever heard of Shadowrun?
Shadowrun.
It's a game.
Bueller.
Refresh my memory.
Shadowrun is a D&D-like game, which I've never played, but has spawned books and other games. One of the games is a Super NES, I guess you can say. Well, yeah, Super NES. It's a Super Nintendo game. It's called Shadowrun, and you basically, I can't remember if you were a cop or just like a mercenary, but you get killed and you wake up in the morgue and you have a bomb in your head, and what it is it's a futuristic, like, world where it's like super condensed, super like populated, but it's not just humans. There's elves and orcs, and I used to play that game a lot.
And this is that
like a lot. So I have a soft spot for that kind of stuff. So when I saw that this movie was getting made, and I saw a little bit on it, I was like, oh, I'm really excited.
This was like a Super Bowl commercial movie.
Yeah,
like last year, I think.
Yeah. So I went in not expecting much, but liking the idea of what it was because it reminded me of something I used to play as a kid. Eric saw it and he said he liked the kind of world that it was in, but he didn't like the movie. I genuinely liked the movie.
You think it's a little too on the nose with the races being races?
You mean being socially relevant at this time?
You think it's a little too on the nose, like it was...
Do you like the fact that...
It wasn't as subtle as I thought it was going to be. It was like...
It's like
blatant.
real life.
Yeah, but it was like an obvious caricature. Like you make a certain race, and then...
It made me think that it was like the only way that humans can forget about color is if there's other races to hate.
Yeah, that's funny.
So it's like, oh, there's orcs and elves. We can hate them. We don't have to hate each other for being different colors now.
That would have been a cool aspect if they delved into that, like...
Well, who knows?
No, they didn't say anything about
They didn't say it, but...
Actual human race.
No, because they said that the Hispanic officer said, don't look at me. We're still being blamed for the Alamo.
That was a funny line.
So...
It got me.
Minus... I don't know, I'll break it down. Like, do you know who the orc was?
I knew that. He was the only one I knew before. I remember seeing something about... So, yeah, he's a guy from...
He's from all kinds of stuff.
You know him from The Fighter and...
Yeah, but he was in...
King Arthur and
he was
Black
in a movie
Mass.
that we wanted to see that...
yeah.
That's on Amazon Prime now.
It comes at night. I own it now.
Oh, you watched it already?
No.
Okay, it's on Amazon Prime, so I'm going to watch it.
Probably watch it before you do.
No!
We'll watch it this weekend, I'm sure.
Thank you.
I didn't like the whole scene by the tree with the water and the two female elves.
Fighting it out.
And that, other than that, or like how Will Smith can all of a sudden fight these elves who've destroyed everybody else that are way faster.
I was like, why is the SWAT team running at people? Why don't they just shoot? They have guns, you idiots.
Other than that part, I really liked the entire movie.
I think I liked the beginning more when his cop friends were basically turning on him.
Uh-huh.
And my favorite shot in the movie is when he's doing the slow-mo turnaround shooting.
Shot.
And I thought, like, even like cinematography-wise, it was cool. It just lined up when he turned the gun to aim at the guy on the ground and shot. It actually looked like he was aiming at where the blood spat, whether
it was or wasn't.
CG.
Yeah.
But I was like, that looks so cool because the scene went on for a long, and it should have like the whole 90-degree and then shoot.
There was some brutal scenes too, like when that elf was sticking her finger in that one comedian guy's neck when he was all
Yeah.
like
Ike.
He must
That's
get
his
along
name.
with the director.
yeah, because he was in Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Playing a
and-
dick in both of them.
He always plays a dick in whatever he's in.
Yeah.
Cock
No,
blockers.
I like that. Looks funny.
It does.
No, I liked the movie a lot. I like the idea of the integrated fantasy characters and the relationship between Will Smith and
I like the orc. Very
yeah,
funny.
he was really good. No, but I really enjoyed it. I just wanted you to watch it to see what you thought about it. Obviously, you didn't hate it.
No.
You'd watch a sequel if it came out on Netflix?
Yeah. I wouldn't be
Not
excited
right
for it.
away.
I mean, I wouldn't be excited, but I would watch it again.
I'm not like, oh man, I can't wait for the next Bride to come out. But I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to.
I'm just thinking, like, in terms of Will Smith movies, it's no Men in Black. It's no...
No. But it's
I was hoping it had more of that.
it might
charm.
be better than the last Men in Black. I didn't see the third
I
one.
mean, neither.
Or Wild
I
Wild
judge-
West.
It's funny, I judge Men in Black by the first one. The sequel's okay.
I watched the first half of the first one within the last 3 months, and it's still, like, I like it.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's such a
It's
fun
snappy.
movie. Yeah.
Like, good dialogue.
That's just good writing.
We finished watching Easy, which was it's got
So
two
far.
seasons so far. It's a Netflix show where like I saw all these funny like Mark Maron is in it and Dave Franco and
What do they do?
well it just
shorts.
they're just I didn't know what to expect. I went in not knowing anything about it, but I saw all these comedic actors and I was like, oh, this is gonna be funny. Ackerman, that blonde girl that was in Watchmen and Heartbreak Kid.
Orlando
Is in it.
Bloom's
Orlando
in it.
Bloom's in it. John Latruglia is that his name?
I don't know. Stacy, what's her face?
Stacy, what's her face? That sounds like somebody that we should
The
have
singer.
a character
from
on the show.
Garfunkel and Oates.
Yeah, Garfunkel and Oates. You know who they are, right?
I know one of the names was...
The Gooch.
Yeah, it's Kate Micucci.
Yeah, she's
There
got like
you
short
go.
hair and
Playing
big
with
nose.
Micucci.
Dude, she was naked in this show, and it was like awkward. Well, it was.
She's petite.
Well, she's very petite, but
And
it was
she's
just like
black.
I've seen her in so many different things.
But she plays a funny, quirky.
Yeah.
So it's like seeing Phoebe naked. You don't want to see it
Yeah.
because she's the funny, quirky one. Not
All the
hot.
people when it's not attractive to
Yeah,
the
it's
show.
it's not like it is. That's exactly what she said. It's not like super.
It's not sexed up.
Yeah, it's not sexed up. Like people have
It's
stretch
very
marks. They
realistic.
have. But I thought it was gonna be funny, and it's like these really depressing stories.
If you want to be depressed, just watch Black Mirror.
I'm just like, oh, it was a good show. Like the best one was there was two brothers. Dave Franco is one of them. They start like an underground brewery, and it's their relationship on it becoming bigger than they expected it to be, and that was 3 episodes out of 2 seasons. And then Mark Maron's episode was pretty good just because he's really funny, but it was like depressing. They're like really depressing.
Why watch it, you fucker?
I didn't know what to expect, and it was
was
good.
interesting.
But it just kept going, so we just kept watching, and we finished 2 seasons of it.
It just autoplays. I don't know how to stop it.
So
Wait, Katrina, what do you think of Bright?
I liked how the wand was interpreted. I don't know.
yeah, that was different.
It was like not everybody could hold it. Whoever held it and couldn't wield it.
That's a funny thing because
Combusted.
I would never try to hold it.
No, me neither. I don't care if all my wishes are going to be granted. I want to explode.
So that's the thing. If this is a known fact, why did the gangster guy want to take it if he knew that he was just gonna combust?
Now the thing is, can you use it without touching it if you're holding it with like a glove? Because they were holding it in the bag and stuff.
I doubt it, but I don't know.
So then they would have to find a bright to help them use it anyways.
Right.
And then it even seems like when you use it, you don't know everything about it. Like,
Unless you've been trained.
but even that girl's trained a little bit and still fucked her up.
Yeah.
So,
And then, like, when he held it, it was red.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting. So, depending, I guess, on what your race is, it's going to depend on what color it is.
that's interesting. What was the talk that you need 3 wands to resurrect the Dark Lord, but they only ever showed 1 wand?
Because the other 2 are in hiding, I'm assuming. I think that's going to be the whole premise of the next sequels, is to find the other wands.
Why would the main girl have given her... Why would you ever give your wand up to one of your acolytes?
What do you mean? She took it. She didn't
They
give it
said
to her.
they gave the wand to... So, this one girl ran off, and then the chick who was only half a torso, the main
In the
evil
wall?
girl gave that half a torso chick the wand to go assassinate.
Kill her.
Why didn't they just
Why
give
didn't
her
she just go do it?
a gun? Bullets? I don't know.
Elves don't do that.
Elves are faster. I don't know.
I would put myself and not use a freaking give one of my acolytes a wand, basically, because that's how the whole thing started.
Right. She goes to be assassinating her, and she takes the wand and takes off with it.
Yeah.
I like the makeup on the orcs. I thought that
Yeah,
was
that
really
was
cool.
all the special effects were legitimate.
And it was nice. It wasn't CGI. It was actual makeup.
I was hoping they'd show more elves. They kind of glossed over. They drove through Elf District, and then one elf was.
I want to see the one agent elf fight.
His little bib, his silver bib that
Yeah.
he wears.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. They have little.
It's like armor.
Outfits.
I think it's part of like
I'm just wondering.
This little teeny tiny metal plate.
passed down armor. No.
What's funny is we had just seen that big fat redheaded guy. That was his partner, the elf's partner, the agent.
In Bright.
Yeah, what was he in?
We had just seen him in something else.
He was in Banshee.
He was in Banshee, and
I was wondering if they were gonna. They said something about 9 races, didn't they? At one point, all the War of the Races.
Yeah, they united the 9.
And I was wondering if they're going to be like a leprechaun or a dwarf in there. I thought the guy was maybe going to be one of those, since leprechauns
Or
can
was
be
it
big.
9 Kingdoms? I can't remember.
So are we to assume there's only 3 races in this universe? Can I interpret
well, you
this?
see a dragon too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
That was kind of cool.
And fairy.
Yeah, and the fairy.
So I thought we'd see a few more.
Was the fairy the only like legitimate CG'd creature in the movie? I think all the orcs were
Standalone creature,
yeah.
probably. It'd be cool for a sequel if they actually delve into the Dark Lord coming. I didn't get the whole Children of Light. What do they call themselves?
Shield of Light.
Shield of Light. Yeah, I don't
That
know.
was a crazy guy swinging a sword, but then all of a sudden, like 2 minutes later,
He's
he's
like
lucid.
a Bill Paxton.
Yeah, I thought he sounded familiar. I don't even know who
Well,
it
it's
is.
not Bill Paxton.
No, obviously.
but
It seems like the Shield of Light's trying to unite everybody to fight against the Dark Lord. Because they're the ones that banished him.
I would think it'd be cool if the next movie dwells less into the cop aspect and more into
the Dark Lord.
the basic of Voldemort shit.
The
Returning,
Voldemort shit.
like a more like worldwide problem.
Speaking of that, you don't listen. I mean, I listen to sports radio a lot. Well, not a lot, but it's on in the mornings, and there's a lot of since we are close to the border, you get a lot of political ads for Mexico. And there's one that keeps going. You thought the state would be better with you know who in charge, and it says, yeah, but it says you know who at least, and I'm gonna really try hard not to over exaggerate, 6 to 9
They
times.
can't do slander on the radio.
So I'm like, they keep saying you know who, and all I can think about is
Yeah,
fucking Voldemort was in charge of Mexico.
that's why nobody said Voldemort's name because he was too happy.
Is that why everybody was getting like decapitated in Mexico and stuff? Because there's just a bunch of Death Eaters.
Probably. I'm sure it wasn't because
They're
of
real.
The cartel.
yeah.
Voldemort decided that he didn't want to do this fantasy shit anymore, and he decided to go into drugs. So
I tell you, I
Old
watched.
Chapo's out, right? Take over,
Is he out?
El Chapo's not out.
He is out, and
like, as in out of the game.
Oh yeah, he is out of the
Yeah.
game. What'd
I
you watch?
watched Sicario. Did I tell you that
Yeah, last time.
last time on the show?
Yeah,
Okay, people getting their heads chopped off. Makes you think.
I need to see that. I need to see that, and if we go along with the Emily Blunt stuff, I need to see Live, Die, Repeat.
I like her a lot. It's
I do
funny,
too.
She's not in it. Oh, she's in this movie a lot, but she's not the main people.
Are you
doing
okay
it.
with her being Mary Poppins?
Yeah, she's a Brit. I'm
Yeah.
okay.
You're okay?
Yeah,
Eh,
I like her as an actress, so
I do too.
I have to see it to believe it, but
I mean, I've seen the pictures of her in it, and she looks fine.
see how it turns out.
Yeah, that's a tough one to do because you really don't know how.
Redoing any movie, Jungle Book, I was worried about because
Well, they're not redoing Mary Poppins. It's another chapter.
It's a sequel, yeah.
Yeah.
oh, that makes me more worried. I thought it was a remake.
No.
No.
So
You
it's,
can't remake Julie Andrews.
no, but they remade everything.
That's true.
Everything gets remade. So it's a sequel. So
It's another story.
it could be like Mary Poppins has been doing this since the '60s, and she's coming back down again.
Yeah. And she's pissed.
She's
Like,
packing.
She brings the elements. She's Thor.
She's the one that knocks.
She comes out with thunder bolt.
We've watched. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. You haven't rewatched it yet. We rewatched it several times when they show the Ravagers. They show a guy who looks like he's covered in ice.
Yeah. the
That's
Diamond
Michael
Dude.
Rosenbaum. You know who Michael Rosenbaum is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he played. He was in Smallville. He's a bald
Luther.
guy. He played Luther.
Okay.
I didn't realize how many people were like.
In that movie.
Rob Zombie was a Ravager in that movie.
Really?
Yeah, there's
That's
just a
cool.
bunch of just people like in Star Wars, how you have all those people that just want to be in it.
Yeah.
Hey, James Gunn put me in your
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. So I think maybe they're. I was just looking at it today. I was looking at podcasts today, and on Nerdist, it was Michael Rosenbaum from Smallville and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I was like, what the fuck?
Why you put that on?
Maybe this is the most recent thing he's been in.
Yeah.
Because Chris Hardwick really needs listeners.
Yeah, right.
I feel like he'll say something else about
Bright.
Right?
I liked it, and I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I really did. I'm not like, oh my god, this is the best movie ever. I just enjoyed it for what it was. I did like just like when he's getting him a burrito before he gets shot. There's just like little like where even though orcs have been around for this long, they still don't quite understand how to.
There's like high school
Yeah.
mentality.
Yeah.
There was some few good lines. Only you can make this a shootout fucking awkward.
He was good, and you would have had no idea that was him. Like between makeup, and
I
it
know
didn't
it's Will
sound
Smith.
like him. Yeah.
I could tell.
I made a comment. That's the thickest I've ever seen his mustache. Like I don't, and he was looking a little old. Like,
You have Martin Lawrence. It's like his eyes look a little baggy.
and signs of his face a little bit.
I was wondering if that was makeup to make him look tired, like the night's gone
How
through.
old is he? He's in his 50s.
Yeah. But I what's the last movie I saw him in? I guess
It's been a little while.
I never watched After Earth or
I didn't either.
when he
Oh,
marries
with
the
his
son, the flop.
Well, I couldn't tell you.
You got to feel bad doing that. I mean, your kid is in a movie with you, and the movie just fucking bombs. So it's not
I'm
just
sure
on you.
they're okay.
His,
He turns 50 this year.
his kid made The Karate Kid, right? The one that got
Yeah.
a lot of praise. So,
What was he in?
Yeah.
He's gonna be the genie in Aladdin.
and his tattoo is immortalized on a couple legs by now.
Yeah,
Jaden Smith.
Collateral Beauty.
Oh.
Suicide Squad would be the last thing we saw him in.
Yeah, he didn't look that old in that.
No, he didn't.
That's the wonders of
I'm looking
makeup.
at Concussion. I've never heard of the movie Focus. Anchorman 2. I don't remember seeing him in that.
Do you make it far enough?
Maybe I didn't see that whole movie.
ESPN reporter?
Don't forget about ESPN if we want to have a fight. There's so many cameos at
Maybe
the
I
end.
haven't seen that movie. I thought I did.
I don't remember you ever. Like, I thought we talked about it once. You never watched the news reporter fight in that movie.
I think
Maybe
we
I haven't
started
seen
it.
and we didn't
and
finish it. Maybe that's what it was.
It goes like double, triple down more than the first one. Like it gets like ridiculous. As many cameos as they have.
Because
like-
Ben Stiller was in it, wasn't he?
He was in the first one, right?
I can't remember. I remember only a few. Like John C. Reilly's the ghost of some Confederate general in the fight.
In the
Oh
second
my
one?
God.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta watch this.
It's just you can watch the 4-minute fight on YouTube.
Maybe I'll do that. Because I don't see me... Like, I know this weekend I want to watch It Comes at Night. So, if you want to watch it before me, you're going to have to watch it this weekend.
I'm gonna
It's on the list.
trying to watch Inside Man right now.
Inside Man?
Clive Owen bank robbery movie.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I wanted to watch it. It's on Netflix.
I want to watch Con Man, but it's like one of those things that's kind of like hard to
Yeah, it's like
find where it's at, because the Comic-Con HQ
Channel.
network is going away. It's gone. And they had the exclusive rights for the second season, I believe. But the first season, I don't want to watch Future Man. That looked really funny with Josh Hutcherson. And I think we're going to start Peaky Blinders. Because
Yeah.
regardless of what you think, I've heard like so many other people just praise
I only
it.
watched one season, and I would watch season 2 if I had the time. It wasn't the worst
If you
show.
had
Is
the
that an hour
time.
show?
Yeah, I'm gonna put movies ahead of it. Other things I want to watch. I feel like it was. I just wasn't terribly into it. Like I was lukewarm on it. I was expecting more Gangs of New York. Like I want to see what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, I really like Cillian Murphy and Tom Hardy being
Me
in the
too.
second season.
well, he's in second season.
Yeah, Tom
Okay.
Hardy's in the second season.
I like
so.
Cillian Murphy a lot, so I gave the show. I gave it the whole season, even though I was kind of just lukewarm watching it.
Shouldn't Saul be coming back like next month?
I don't know when
February?
it premieres.
I'm not watching any TV shows right now. Well, everything's mostly off.
Right. Well, next month,
So-
Walking Dead will start back up.
You watch the Golden Globes?
Bits and pieces. I saw that Franco won Best Actor.
Yep, in a comedy drama musical. You see Hugh Jackman's face?
Yes. Excellent. I've seen Hugh Jackman's face, and I've seen Willem Dafoe's face.
Oh, when
And
he
they're
got-
everywhere. He's like,
From that same.
yeah.
No,
Well, no, it's not from the same one, but
the
it's
monologue.
from the Golden Globe.
Did you hear the monologue joke?
No.
Well, they were owning it. Like the whole theme was women empowerment, like
Yeah.
getting these freaking harassment or people who sexually harass people out of here, or whatever.
Sam Neill's in Peaky Blinders?
Yeah,
I like Samuel.
he
So do
plays the Irish cop.
I'm just looking at people. Keep going.
Anyways.
Yeah, anyways.
Continue.
So the monologue was, yeah, it's a good day when you hear a celebrity in the news, and then it turns out they didn't rape somebody, or like, it's like, uh-oh, you hear about William Dafoe? And then it's like, no, please, he didn't do it. He didn't harass them or rape somebody too, did he? No, he's going to be in this new movie, or he just won an award. And everyone laughs, but William Dafoe
Pans at him.
like,
Yeah, he had like wide saucer eyes open, like, oh god.
But yes, I saw Willem Dafoe and I saw
they had a
Hugh Jackman. You see Tommy Wiseau go to grab the mic and
yeah, he
got blocked.
Real quick. What did they say about Weinstein? It was a funny joke. I think it went something along the lines of, I think the next time we'll see Harvey Weinstein is in 20 years, and in his in memoriam, and he'll still get booed or something like that. And the crowd started like booing the joke. He's like, "That's what we hear when he dies."
There was that. There was Natalie Portman's
your girl
stab.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny.
I saw that too.
Your girl Lady Bird won.
Yeah, she got Best Picture.
She got Best Actress.
Oh, she did. I think I won for Best Picture too.
But a female director hasn't won since Barbara Streisand.
She wasn't a
in
director.
No, I'm just saying.
No.
Okay.
She wasn't nominated. The lady from Lady Bird. She wasn't even nominated for Best Director. A woman hasn't won since.
That was a woman director?
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
And
that sucks. That's awesome.
she said woman director hasn't won since 1984. Which is
crazy.
ridiculous.
What did Wonder Woman get nominated for something recently?
Best Picture. For the Oscars, right?
No, something else. It was some other foreign.
Yeah, so it got nominated for Best Picture for something.
Yeah, and I was like, that's cool. I wouldn't put it above half the movies I saw last year, but
But it was still good.
yeah.
And just for it to be nominated, Barbara Streisand calls out Golden Globes for not recognizing Patty Jenkins. I got something else I want to talk about when we're done with movies and Globes.
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 Spears.
I just saw a list of winners. I wanted to look at it again.
Robert didn't really care. He wants to go on to the Oscars. That's the one he cares about.
Yeah, I'm not big on the Golden Globes.
It's second.
I'm not big on the Oscars either. It's just like when we wanted DiCaprio to win, I watched.
So here's why, because I want to see it. You saw the trailer for The Shape of Water,
yeah,
and that woman won Best Actress in a Drama, the one who's silent, and then that won Best Director for Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the things I wanted to talk about.
I don't know if he won it all, but I really wanted to watch that movie from the get-go. We both thought it was Abe Sapien. It's funny that he is, what's his name?
Doug Jones?
Yeah.
That was leading me to my next thing.
And so they've been in 3 movies together, and they've all been, well, I don't know if Hellboy's considered good.
It's entertaining.
I don't think critic-wise it blew.
Who cares?
No.
Is Doug Jones the best creature actor or one of the best creature actors of all time? I mean, he has to be, right?
I would say so. I just saw like a Cracked article that had like, did you think they had a collection of monsters who like really skinny torso and really like long gimpy arms, and from like 10 movies, and it's all by one guy who's actually like a freak, but it was a real guy who plays them all, but in makeup. I'm like, that guy is scary as fuck.
I've seen Doug Jones in person.
Something he's in whatever I don't know.
Well, he was in Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, I know. I want to.
He was Silver Surfer. He was Abe Sapien.
I never watched Fantastic Four 2. Did I miss out on anything?
Oh, he was the zombie in Hocus Pocus?
The one who unzips his face? Which?
I'm looking at different things.
You buck-toothed, red-haired, freckled face.
He's the fawn in Pan's Labyrinth. The infected man in Quarantine?
Fano.
I haven't seen Quarantine. Abe Sapien.
Quarantine was a good movie. The one that was remade just like from the Spanish one.
I didn't see it.
I liked it when it came out. I'm sure it's not.
The Strain. He's just in a lot of stuff. Cause he's got that body. He's got that. He's like a tall, skinny. He's very slender. Is he Slender Man?
I don't know.
Did you watch the trailer for that?
No, I didn't.
I haven't watched the trailer for it either.
Is it not the documentary?
I think there's a documentary and I think there's a horror movie coming out.
Oh, because I thought it was just another trailer for the...
The one about the girls that
Yeah.
stabbed their friend.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's not?
No, I wanted to talk to you about the most recent Walking Dead issue, even though you haven't read about it. Because we haven't talked about comics in here in
Forever.
a dog's age.
Extremity was the last time we did, didn't we?
Yeah, real quick.
Go ahead.
So I don't come off sounding racist on here for previous thing. Have you ever heard of something being called a black comedy? Or only a dark comedy?
Dark.
So you said dark, same thing from you. You said
Yeah.
dark comedy. When I saw it in Bruges, I heard it was advertised as a black comedy. So I looked it up, and yes, it's in Bruges was advertised as a black comedy. So I wasn't just on one of these episodes. I said Get Out was a. I heard them reference Get Out as a black comedy, but I wasn't referring to
Race.
I was referring to it being a dark comedy, and I looked it up online, and those are interchangeable terms. But In Bruges was advertised as a black comedy. So I just wanted to clarify that.
You want to get this out in the open?
Yeah. So were you gonna bring something up? I actually want to talk about.
Go ahead. I was just trying to find this freak.
So was he in Freaks?
No, there's a little. Those freaks don't live for 2 years
No.
after the movie is made.
Yeah, that's an old movie. I've never watched the whole thing. I've seen clips of it.
Me too. You ever watch that Freaks movie from the 90s with Randy Quaid? And
Maybe.
Which one was not Bill and Ted? Oh, Bill and Ted, but the one that wasn't Keanu. I don't know. His
Alex
name.
Winters.
Yeah, he was the main
You
character.
like that?
I don't actually know if that's right. You made up a name.
Look, type of
You
Alex
just said
Winters.
Scott Summers. I would believe you.
Scott Summers.
It was in some 90s movie called Freaks. It was like a weird comedy. Bobcat whatever did the voice of Socko. I don't know. I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid. I don't want to watch it again, but it was like a really bad...
I feel that way about Waxworks. Do you ever see Waxworks?
I saw parts of it when I was a kid.
That's Alex Winter.
Type in Freaks right after that and you'll see a picture of what he looked like.
Freaked or Freaks?
Freaked, I guess. I haven't seen that movie since I was probably like 10.
It had Mr. T in it?
Yeah, he's the woman. He was like the bearded woman.
Nice.
Oh, I remember that.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Okay. So, the most recent Walking Dead issue.
What happened?
So I've officially been roughly, this is the 15-year anniversary of Walking Dead, the comic.
Fuck.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
That is trippy.
So after 15 years, are you wearing a Hogwarts shirt?
No.
It looks like it.
Appreciate that. No.
You wish it was a Hogwarts shirt?
Nope.
What is it?
I don't know, but it's cool in Hogwarts.
Okay.
I meant to say Gryffindor, not Hogwarts.
No, it's
But you're
really
a
not
Slytherin.
Gryffindor. Yeah, he wouldn't wear a Gryffindor.
Yeah. Fuck. Gryffindor. Would you snitch on your friend?
It didn't say friend. It
It
said
said you
another
saw a fellow
person.
classmate cheating. Do you A, turn him in right?
If you saw somebody killed, would you just keep walking, or would
There's
you
a
be like,
difference.
not in there?
Do you report him A, when you taking the test? B, after you're done taking the test? C, like after he's left the room? Or D, you pretend you never saw anything? Like, how's that even a choice?
I would tell.
You fucking snitch. You Gryffindor snitch.
I'm a Ravenclaw.
Oh no, they snitch after he leaves.
Yeah. Anyways, so I've been reading Walking Dead for roughly 15 years. And there's been a lot of good stuff, especially over the last, 6 to 8 months. What?
So crazy.
This was the 75th issue of Negan being around.
Kill him!
So just so people know, there will be spoilers ahead.
Spoilers.
Oh man, Negan has taken such a turn as a sympathetic character.
I don't know if I would call him sympathetic.
That issue?
That was heart-wrenching.
Yeah, it was
not
a very... I don't know.
You just love him, so that's different.
He's a good character. No, but
So set it up.
yeah, so for I don't know how many issues now, maybe a year. Eugene was fixing a CB radio, like a ham radio, and he ended up coming in contact with somebody.
Okay.
So he's talking to him for a long, long time, and they finally decide to meet. They're going to meet at a neutral location. It's far enough away from both places because they don't know where each other are. to where it won't be in jeopardy.
Won't give away their location, home base.
So Eugene goes there. They end up getting captured by these people that are in like high grade like military uniforms,
Stormtrooper gear.
like stormtrooper gears.
Okay.
And so they get taken back to questioning, and they get questioned from this guy, and they end up taking him to their town. Well, their town has 50,000 people. Like, for the first time since the book started, you're gonna have like a
city.
Yeah, a city, a highly populated like area, which is just
Have they gone into how it's possible?
No.
no.
You just
They
got
call it the
introduced
Commonwealth,
Yeah.
but
What's that compared to Rick's? We're talking like 1,000 people.
It was a baseball or they had a baseball
yeah, they
stadium.
had a baseball stadium in this place where they do events and stuff. But Rick's entire collective community of 3 communities is probably maybe 5,000 or less.
I would say less.
I'm just
'Cause there's 4
overestimating.
locations.
So if there's a war, is that gonna be bad?
Yeah, but I don't think from just reading this issue, that's not what they're
I don't think
about.
they're building towards a war.
No, not at all.
Anytime new humans are introduced in Walking Dead,
Yeah, but this
It's never anything
is a
good.
50,000 person community. Obviously, they're gonna have to have structure and
a dictator,
or a president.
A setup government.
Right now, that's a dictator.
a new bad guy.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You're not bad guy.
It's
You're
Zangief.
bad
That'd be great.
guy.
But they have this wall, and it's all people that are missing. Like, people have put up pictures. But since the outbreak's been for so long now, he said the guy was like, when we first started in the community, people would put pictures up there and they would put in their information. So if anybody came across them, they could come talk to them about
What
like,
happened to them?
if you saw that person die, if that person's still alive,
Yeah.
if you cross paths with them. So they're all looking at it, and the guy's like, it's been up for so long now, it's just kind of sentimental now. People don't find people
And somebody.
on there anymore. And then you see a picture.
Have him guess who it is.
I just almost gave it away. Did you?
Glenn?
No. Okay, so you didn't hear me? No. You want to take a shot at who's
on the billboard?
Who's on the billboard?
Oh, okay. Is it the governor?
No.
Oh, not the governor.
This person's still alive.
Negan.
No.
Rick?
No. It's somebody that's. I mean,
Is it somebody who's not part of the main group?
no. It's a main.
It's
group
a main
person.
group person.
I don't even know who's left after that.
Okay. So there's a picture of Michonne up there.
Okay.
And it says, if you've seen my mom, come to this address in the town. So her daughter
Is still alive.
is still alive in this town. And it's not anything I would have guessed that would ever happen, that there'd be a 50,000 town and that Michonne's daughter would still be alive.
What happened in her origin story? I don't remember.
The
2 zombies
she
had
was a lawyer.
left and right were husband and...
I think either a friend, I can't remember that far back, or just somebody she snatched up.
Huh.
But she had a daughter, so obviously her daughter escaped.
They ever mentioned a daughter? Does that ring a bell to you?
Yes, they've mentioned that she had children. Or a child. It was just one daughter.
I think so.
It was just one daughter. But like I said, I've read 175 issues. I've played games and all kinds of stuff. So
It blurs.
it's kind of, yeah. But just the fact that it was something that I would never have guessed
It's fine. It's still going.
would happen was just kind of caught me off guard. It's got me really excited about... I haven't been really excited
Story
about that
arc.
character for a long time.
As soon as she gets her daughter back, it's going to be taken away.
Well, I'm wondering how it's going to change the aspect of the character. Like, if you have something to lose, you're obviously more
Is she going to
afraid.
even want to go back?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Because she's supposed to be running the kingdom.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, and in the book, she's not with Rick. She's not with anybody.
Not anymore.
She's single?
Yeah, and ready to mingle.
Yeah.
But I really liked the issue a lot, and that caught me off guard. And I was just like, first of all, I was caught off guard that there'd be a community with 50,000 people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then the fact that
What state is that supposed to be in? Do you know?
Boston
Okay.
sure as hell looked like
Fenway?
Fenway Park,
Really?
but it could have been any baseball stadium. It just looked like it could have been a minor league stadium. I don't know. I don't know exactly where they're supposed to be located at this point, but it's neat. Like I was pretty excited.
Something new.
And then in the next 4 weeks, we'll have Invincible ending.
Ugh.
Is it 1 or 2?
One issue left.
Okay, last I checked, you had 2 issues
Yeah,
left.
well, I've read that one.
Is it really close?
It's wrapping up. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's tying up loose ends.
You
It's-
feel it?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can feel it that it's about to end.
Happy ending?
I think
No.
I think they're gonna just kind of walk off and be like,
Into the sunset?
kind of.
Like, leave it open for other authors and...
I don't think it'll ever go to another author, but I could see them coming back to it down the road at some point.
Everything gets remade. Or redone.
They just started a book line.
For
in
Skybound? Yeah.
I think they're going to do offshoots.
They
of
might do
different
novels,
characters.
yeah. Well, they did it for a while. There was the Invincible Universe, which had all the side... There's so many... Because it's a
There's
big...
tons of characters.
It's a big universe. So I could see them doing that. Plus, I mean, there's going to be renewed interest when the movie starts taking steps forward, you know,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 years down the road, depending on when you start hearing stuff about it. That's going to be sad, man.
Some people have died.
Yeah, a lot of people have died. I'll have one issue to buy, and then I'll have a complete run. It's cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It almost wasn't like that. My local comic book store didn't pull the second to last issue. I was like, all right. So I went to the comic book store down the street. They were sold out.
Those fuckers.
My place was sold out. I went to another comic book store. They were sold out. I'm like, what the fuck? So I look up online to see if there was like a shortage of the issue. It's like they're like $2 on Amazon. You can buy one. So I was like, all right. So I went to the comic book store I used to go to just to see if they had one, and they had one. So
Which one's that?
what, comic book store?
Oh, by Chase.
Comics and stuff.
Okay.
But
That wasn't your first 4 choices to go to?
No, because I go to SoCal Comics now, and there's another comic book store by there. And then I was in the mall, so I went to Comics and Stuff in the mall, and they had 143 and 141, but not 142, or 140 and 142, but not 141.
And then you went back to your old stomping ground?
Yeah.
Is anybody there you recognize?
No, everybody's been gone. That's why I left.
Oh, okay.
Because all the people that I
You talked to...
talked to and stuff weren't there anymore, and I said I figured if none of the people were there that I talked to anymore, I might as well go to a place that I like more. What are you looking at?
I'm still looking for shit.
For shit?
For shit. I can't find. I can't remember how I found it.
I'm so behind on comics. I can't believe how fucking fast Comic-Con's coming up. And I know it's 6 months away, but they keep fucking announcing shit now, and I'm just like...
It's
Like,
funny
what do
because
they
you see all that.
announce?
I don't see any. I mean,
What have they announced? Just people who are going to be there, or
Well, not just people that are going to be there, but there are events that are going to happen and exclusives that are going to have. They're already starting to announce these things.
creating the frenzy?
Which I still have to... You gonna take BB to WonderCon? It's on the weekend.
I don't know.
You get in free. Oh, no. You don't.
You get in
I could
free.
get you in free.
I'd probably skip it.
You go up there to go Pokemon hunting, but...
Yeah,
You won't go there for anything real.
that's a rare thing. Rare Pokemon.
Very rare.
Have you tried any games since it started raining?
No.
It looks cool.
I saw wind earlier on there.
The
Rain,
kite.
rain won't come very often, so if you turn it on tomorrow...
It's all rain.
I had some big serpent-looking silhouette come up on the
Oh, you know,
listing
the
today.
mongoose changed with the sea viper. So Zangoose.
Is this some sort of sexual?
You know how I said there's
Advance?
regionals? That we got a mongoose and the other one got a snake?
Uh-huh.
And
It
now
switched?
They flopped or they've rotated. I don't know. Somehow
Rotated.
sea vipers. I haven't caught it yet.
What's funny is Corey number 2 just started playing.
Yeah, I got a text on how to find groups, like what app I use.
Yeah, they were skateboarding around Balboa
So
They were skateboarding around Balboa.
on Saturday. Yeah,
They
Who
both
was skateboarding?
skateboard.
Lacey and Corey.
Lacey was skateboarding?
That's what I was told.
Yeah, I
That
doubt it.
was something to see.
But we were eating in South Park,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Oh, this is there. No, this is there." It's like shit that we caught like a year and a half ago.
He just now catching
He's
up.
excited. Leave him
Yeah.
alone.
No, I understand how it is. I get the same way when a new gen comes out, and I'm just like, "Oh, I gotta catch this and this and this."
Yeah. And when you catch Mewtwo, dog. You can do it, Bobby.
Yeah. I don't know. I might leave my phone at home with Katrina.
It's just gonna be me there. I guarantee it.
You guarantee it?
On a
Guarantee.
Tuesday at 11:15.
You know, people who play Pokemon have no life.
I doubt that they're gonna come over here to the volleyball court.
You'd be surprised.
I will take a picture
How
and
often
send it to you.
I see Ray run out. Guess what I did, buddy? I went to I caught a Mewtwo.
Oh,
and-"
Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be there. Don't you worry about it.
I bet you he will.
He'll pick you up and
On
throw you down.
Tuesday.
If you-
Oh God, no! I've already been injured enough this month.
he's like the sloth in the Goonies. Hey,
Where was-
Pokemon!
Oh, I was at Parkway Plaza, and I was with the boys.
You see him?
And yeah, I hear somebody screaming out of their truck.
Yeah.
Because I've my pop collecting has like been
Escalated.
escalated to a
Severe levels.
severe level right now.
What?
I started collecting pops again.
Sickles?
Yes. Funko Pop figures.
Funko Pops.
Not that I ever stopped. Like, it would be every once in a while I'd buy one that I thought was cool.
You know you can't catch them all. There's too many of those.
Well, now I've bought
God, Robert.
8 in the last month.
It's been more than that.
Maybe more than that.
And these are $15 a pop?
No,
No.
they range from 8 to 12.
Okay.
Like, Target has them for $8.98.
And what have you bought recently that's better than your Bernie Sanders?
8-bit Stranger Things.
8-bit Stranger Things ones. I got Dustin, Mike, and 11.
Why are they 8-bit?
I'll show you when we're done.
They're not video game characters. It doesn't make sense.
They're 80s.
They're exclusives.
Does everything 80s have to be an 8-bit?
Yeah,
Do you have an 8-bit Back to the Future?
they do. I don't know if they do. They have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 8-bit. They have. I have an 8-bit Mega Man figure.
There was video games.
Well, I mean, Stranger Things lends itself to that kind of.
They did make a cell phone
Era.
games in the 8-bit.
No, but I got Norman Bates. That was one that I really wanted.
They're like Norman Bates from
Psycho.
Bates Motel?
Yeah.
Or Psycho?
No, from Psycho. He's in his mom's clothes. He's got the.
Oh,
the
cool.
hair.
Nice.
She got.
So it's just his mom.
She got.
You can't tell the pop.
Yeah, she got Deckard and Agent K from Blade Runner.
Okay.
We got some for Christmas and stuff. So
Golden Globes do movies, right?
yeah.
I don't see anything on... No nominations or anything for Blade Runner.
No.
That is shit. I see a lot of... I don't know what the hell 3 signs outside of Missouri.
What's funny is
I wanted to see that.
one of the guys at work today said he's already seen it twice.
I've never even heard of it.
I
It
didn't.
looks
and-
so good.
It
Woody
wa-
Harrelson's in it.
It was like 2 people won for that. It was the lady from Fargo and somebody else.
Frances McDormand.
And our guy from Galaxy Quest was Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell.
If he didn't win, he got nominated at least. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
No, he won. He
Did
won.
he? Okay. Yeah.
I want to see it.
What's it about?
Yeah. What's it about?
Doesn't
Is it-
I've only seen the title, and the title's so weird. Like, what the
the police
fuck?
aren't investigating something, and I can't remember what happened. But she's pissed, and she goes out on her own to try to find out what's going on, and she puts up all these billboards that the police aren't doing their job to gather more attention.
I wonder if they're going to make a movie about the Charger sign guy then. You heard about that?
The playing guy?
You haven't heard about this guy? The Charger sign guy?
Oh,
Refresh my memory.
billboard.
He put up billboards right by the Charger Stadium in Los Angeles making fun of the NFL and Dean Spanos.
No.
Well, he ended up opening a GoFundMe page, and he flies a plane over the stadium every single game, bad-mouthing Dean Spanos. And since Dean Spanos tried to get him to stop, but since the stadium doesn't hold over 28,000 people, it's legal to fly planes over it.
That's awesome.
So they couldn't stop him.
That's freaking
A mother
cool.
personally challenges the local authorities to solve her daughter's murder when they fail to catch the culprit.
Okay. I like the lady.
Frances McDormand?
But after Fargo, I can't remember what else she's in. She's in a lot of little things.
You saw a lot of speculation that Ewan McGregor's beard is like that because he's going to be Obi-Wan again.
He won for
Yeah,
Fargo.
Fargo.
Yeah.
And his beard is perfectly groomed. Like, I guess all the people were just asking him about Star Wars. Because they're making an Obi-Wan movie, apparently.
She was in Moonrise Kingdom.
You think so?
I think it's very loosely rumored.
Yeah, she was.
I would go see Obi-Wan with him.
What time period would it take place?
I'm betting between 3 and 4.
After
So
the
he-
Clone War?
Yeah.
So he's just babysitting doing shit?
You don't know if he was there the entire time.
I guess not, but obviously he didn't do anything that made an impact, did he?
No.
Unless
Or
they're
how he
going
gets to Tatooine?
They drop him off there.
flies. I ran out of gas, like Jedi. Fuck this gas rule they have.
Or did he how he
I've never seen
finds
it.
where Luke is at, and that's how he gets there?
Well, he knows where Luke's at. They tell him. He's the one that goes there to babysit him, right?
What? Luke?
Said-
He took Luke to the. He handed him to the Lars. That's the last name, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I watched it.
He said, "Here's."
You've obviously watched this a lot more recently than we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, "Here you go. This is Duke." And
Duke?
yeah, he asked for some change or something. Hey, get out of here, you beggar. You old
What?
Ben.
Well,
And
maybe,
that's how I got the name. And he crept off and he did the whole dragon thing. Oh!
Okay.
Idiot. How do you age so fast? He was like a normal, like, 30-something-year-old dude, and he turned into old Ben Kenobi
Well,
in 19 years.
How old was Luke? He was only supposed to be 19?
I think he was supposed to be like 17, 18, 19.
Yeah.
Luke!
Yeah, that's pretty...
That's quite a while.
Yeah, it's an actual thing. That's an argument.
It's just living with depression.
In the
and
cave.
stress and by yourself.
He said, like, you look before and after, fucking living in the desert.
Oh, man.
Does a lot to your skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have the same...
Oily people don't understand.
Yeah.
I watch a couple of videos on, like, Jedi, people shitting on it. I don't shit on it as much as some people. You'd be surprised.
I love Return of the Jedi.
No, the last.
Oh. Oh, the Last Jedi?
Yeah.
Yeah, people are crazy, dude.
Like, I feel like half of it, like, I think of, like, my type
Did you read that stuff that I sent to you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I actually like that take.
Yeah, I'm not... I wish that translated in the movie, because I did not feel...
I wonder if that's what they were going for, but he just didn't hit the nail on the head.
Poor
with that.
execution. I wish I felt the way that guy did about how those scenes panned out.
But like you said, we as much as we talk about movies on here, we're not ones to like dive really deep into it and dissect. Yeah. And
I watched like a Kevin Smith. I fell asleep watching it, but he had an hour and a half review.
Yeah, he did a huge review.
I at least watched 45 minutes of it before I passed out. Or listened to it.
That's a long time.
But he wasn't giving as much criticism. He was just recapping the movie. I was hoping for some like.
I don't think you'll see him badmouth much of anything.
Oh no, he was actually like tearing up just recanting like the Yoda scene.
Yeah. Oh god, that was so good though.
He's like, I'm high right now, and I'm gonna be honest, it gets me emotional every time I talk about it. Or like the Princess Leia in the R2D2.
But he knew Carrie Fisher too, so it's like.
And he said like he knew the director. He wouldn't badmouth him. He coined a phrase I like as "fuck you, J.J. Abrams" moment. This movie had a bunch of them. The Rebel Base that you know and love. Fuck you, J.J. Abrams, like the Ryan guy, whoever directed it. You want to find out who Rey's parents are? Fuck you, J.J. Abrams. You want to know who Snoke is? Fuck you, J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, really.
It's like, so he said that was a complaint, kind of.
I would have liked to. I mean, you set up Snoke to be this big thing,
Overlord,
and it's just gone.
Supreme Leader.
Oh, you liked that, didn't you?
I was very surprised. That's the one thing in the movie that actually caught me by surprise. But after thinking about it now, I wish I knew
who he was.
If he wasn't anybody, God, they shouldn't have built it up.
Everything around him.
It's so funny because this is 100% true. I know J.J. Abrams wasn't a mean writer for Lost, but Lost did so much of it puts this like mystery on a pedestal, and half the time,
no payoff.
Like you have to wait a couple years and you get like half of a payoff, and then another like thread goes in the dirt. It turns out that polar bear that you see in episode 1.
Who cares? It doesn't matter.
It was actually just nothing. Don't worry about it. You know, so. It was kind of a lot like they put all these mysteries. Like they showed Rey, like at least 3 times in Force Awakens, flashback about her parents, or talking about her parents.
Yeah.
And they put on such a pedestal, and now it's like they're not nobody. Forget about that. No, don't worry about it. Sweep it under the rug.
It's something it's harder to hide when it's one movie to the next movie. When
when you watch them back to back.
Yeah. We've watched Friends so much over the years now. That the seasons, you don't know when a season ends and when it begins, other than Matthew Perry's drug habits and the weight he loses in between seasons.
And Courtney Cox and Jennifer Aniston and their like plastic surgery adventures.
Yeah.
Courtney Cox got it when she was on Friends?
You can in the last season you can see her start to get stuff around her eyes and
sucks.
Yeah. Well,
is that good enough for you?
Yeah, I'm good with that. You got anything else you want to add real quick?
No.
Tidbits.
I think I'm tapped out. I was going to look at the Golden Globe list. Not that anything.
Can you really not find a list of winners?
No, I did. I had it up and then started talking about something else.
We don't need to go over everything.
I heard good things about A Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah. Everybody that I know that's watched it really liked it.
I'm not a fan of...
That girl?
No. I've seen a couple... I watched a few episodes of Mad Men and she
was Get Him to the Greek... Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Which kind of bothered me in that.
I haven't watched that forever. Gary Oldman won for something?
The Darkest Hour.
Never. I have these movies I never heard of.
Isn't that the movie with him as Winston Churchill?
Oh, is it?
Is it?
I thought it was a made-for-TV movie.
No.
If it was, then...
You see the pictures of Christian Bale as Dick Cheney? My God.
He looks great.
No. I've heard good things about his cowboy movie. What's it called? Hostels? Or
I can't remember.
It's something like that. It's a single word.
Like, are you being sarcastic or?
Me?
Yeah.
No, he like Western movie. He plays like a Confederate or something in theaters. If not now, very soon. It's a single word. If it's not hostile, it is something else. Are you looking it up?
So Lady Bird beat out your Disaster Artist.
For best movie?
Yeah.
That's fine. Christian Bale is Dick Cheney,
That's crazy.
right?
She looks just like Tanya Harding.
But I mean, like,
That's crazy.
he gained like a ton of weight.
Oh
Like,
shit!
and then he shaved his head. So I mean, like, he's
Balls to the wall.
you know how he is. I mean,
Lady Bird beat Get Out, Disaster Artist, I, Tonya.
Margot Robbie looks just like Tanya Harding.
yeah, I've seen
That was crazy.
I've seen the pictures.
Denzel Washington didn't win?
Laura Dern won
Look
something.
at him, man. You've seen the pictures of him, right?
Yeah, he looks
Crazy.
just like him. But he does that. He really takes on his characters really well.
Coco won Best Animated.
Of course it did. It was amazing.
Beat out Boss Baby.
She's looking old.
Yeah. Well, nobody can really see the pictures that we're looking at, so I'm gonna say farewell, goodbye.
Alvida saying good
Until
night.
next time.
You
never watched it.
No.
You can't do it.
What is it from?
Sound of Music.
Is that the only thing? Well, I mean, it's been spoofed on a lot of things. That's why.
Have you seen Christopher Plummer? Christopher Plummer was in that movie.
Really?
Back then? Before and after. Because I just seen him. He's in... I watched half it today. The Inside Man.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks the same now as he did in that movie, which was 10 years ago. Like, he's going to be an old man till forever. Oh, they made a joke about him going to... Can he replace... what's his name?
Dumbledore.
No.
Beat out Boss Baby.
Yeah. It was better than Boss Baby.
Oh, yeah.
I finally watched the trailer for.
Christopher Plummer's going to be in the new season of House of Cards playing Kevin Spacey.
I watched the trailer for Mortal Engines.
What? That was weird as shit, right?
Yeah,
Robert's all in, though.
I'm in, though.
So him on the right that's Sound of Music photo. He was
Wow.
he wasn't German, whatever they were. The dad of the family, the Swedish or whatever.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I don't like musicals.
It's akin, I guess not quite Mary Poppins, but it's still animated.
How did The Handmaid's Tale beat out Game of Thrones?
What was it?
Garbage.
Who beat out David Harbour for Best Actor in a Limited Series? It was Ewan McGregor then, huh?
Probably.
I like David Harbour.
Yeah, but Ewan McGregor's awesome.
He is.
He played twins.
Yeah, he did.
We
gotta go.
watched it.
We gotta go.
We gotta go.
It's time to be over.
We're out.